What's up, y'all? My name is Imani Furay, and welcome to Convoluted Thoughts, where we talk about the good, the bad, and the complete trash going on in the world today. And this is a segment on my channel that I've started. It's called The Weekly BS, where we talk about the BS that's been at the top of the blogs all week, and we just go over it because there's a lot of foolishness to go around. So stay tuned because we about to get into it. So I feel crazy for even having to talk about this, but we have another culture vulture on our hands. And she goes by the username Britt Barbie. So Britt Barbie, she is this white girl. She looks about in her early 20s and she is a TikTok user. And she had went viral for doing this video where she is rapping over Future's I'm the Plug beat. She is dressed in this long wavy weave and these long eyelashes and this bandana around her head, and she is just keeps repeating period period. Honestly, y'all seen the video. I feel stupid for even having to repeat that sounds crazy, but yeah, she is like basically imitating black women. I don't want to say imitating black women because black women don't act like that, so I'm going to say she just pretends to be a caricature of black women. So I first saw this video on one of the blogs on Instagram, and somebody reposted it. They were like, what my insomnia sounds like, and I honestly thought it was funny, not the video itself but the caption to the video, and I just ignored it, went about my business. But next thing you know, I was seeing this video everywhere, and it started a trend where rappers like Baby Tate, Chloe Bailey, Callie, and Reginae Carter, they were rapping a verse to this foolishness. Y'all check this out.
Britt Barbie, Chloe, period I, period 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 period. Got my name up in your mouth, you don't know no better. Don't forget I'm from the south, yeah, I got them headers. You watching everything I do, studying all of my moves. Wish you could do what I do. Period I, period 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 period I, period.
They said they want the whisper queen to hop on the track. Pretty to the front, mouse to the back. She said period I, period pull. Want me, he don't want you. Get that bread, get that head. You know how we do.
Period I, period I'm on my period She thought she was on me. That's delirious, She Britt Barbie, I'm a brass doll. I think big, not small. Bad to the front, please. To the back wall. That's period I, period I. Britt Barbie.
Lil name. What we say? Come on. Let's go, Britt.
Period I, period 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 period I, period.
End of a sentence. That's where that shit go. I said, in your mentions, my name stay afloat, but I don't care. It's a go. Every time we show, bitches always saying, period I, period
period I, period period I, period.
So that brought even more attention to her, and next thing you know, her follower count on TikTok is now over 400k. So I was scrolling through her TikTok page, and at first I decided to not take too much offense to it because I thought that this girl had a disability. So the way she talks and just how she acts in general, it's almost like she has some sort of like mental disability. So she does videos on her TikTok reviewing toys, and I mean like just toys for kids. She has this Amazon wish list, and the people that follow her, they send her stuff from her wish list and she reviews it, and just like her speech and whatnot just suggests that she's has a disability. But then I decided to scroll down even further on her Instagram page, and I see this girl don't have no damn disability. I'm looking at the videos from when she first started TikTok, and she just speaks normally, just like a normal regular person. Even in one of her early videos, she's talking about how when people first meet her, they automatically think that she has Down syndrome because of the way she looks, and she just says, this is just how I normally look. So y'all check this out.
Why is it that every time somebody meets me, they think I have Down syndrome? Because, like, I normally just do this thing with my lip like this. Like, that's just my normal face. That's just how I look.
So y'all saw that video, and even people from the disabled community had to call her out for pretending to have a disability. Check this out.
Period, 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 period,
That's Britt Barbie that went viral for that video. Now, she pretends nowadays that she has some type of disability or fakes as if she does. So here's that.
Hey you guys, I went to Dollar General and I found the cutest things. Guys, my Amazon wish list is linked in my bio. It's linked in my bio, guys.
And in fact, she does not have no speech issue, speech problem, or nothing. Just listen.
So this little girl in my neighborhood decided to comment on my TikToks. Okay, y'all, so I got a haircut and I thought it was cute or whatever, right?
You definitely hear the difference, right? Gets me so mad because I have a disability. I have highly functional autism. So for her and other people like her on this app to do that for gifts, money, views, followers, is crazy to me. People just need to grow up, for real.
So not only is she being a caricature of a black woman, but she's also playing a caricature of a disabled person. But what I find interesting is people are really asking for a full song to her foolishness. And I'm just like, what full song? There's going to be a full song to this ignorance. There were even rumors that they offered her a record deal, which turned out to be false, but I wouldn't be surprised if somebody actually did offer her a record deal down the line, because y'all, we see this happen time and time again. We seen this happen with Danielle Bergoli from the Dr. Phil show, aka the Cash Me Outside girl. She went on Dr. Phil, put on her best black scent and put on her best ignorance, and then next thing you know, she had a hit single that was like #1 on the billboards. She got signed. She was getting features and validation from the likes of Kodak Black, Meg Thee Stallion, Asian Doll, and now she's a freaking millionaire. Hell, we even seen this with Miley Cyrus. Remember, y'all, when Miley Cyrus, she retired from Disney and she decided she didn't want to be seen as the Disney princess as Hannah Montana. So what she did was she chopped off her hair and switched up her image, and she was twerking on Robin Thicke. Got a whole bunch of validation from the likes of Snoop Dogg and Juicy J. Dropped her Bangers album with features from the likes of Big Sean, Future, Ludacris, and Nelly. And the album took off. It did really well. But what happened afterwards? Miley Cyrus, she went back to the cookie cutter white girl country image. And there's people like Whoa Vicky, whose claim to fame has come from posting about being black and saying the N-word all on YouTube and claiming she's from Zone 6 when she's really from Cobb County. But yet and still, she's validated on social media. I mean, she has a large following, and I'm sure she ain't hurting for nothing because of all the opportunities that she has gotten. But with that being said, y'all, there's only so much blame that I could put on them. Can we as black people agree as a collective to stop making these people famous? Y'all, there are so many talented black people who are trying to get their name out there, but yet and still they're being overshadowed by people like Britt Barbie and Bad Baby. I mean, y'all, we have A-list celebrity like Chloe Bailey, somebody who was mentored and validated by Beyonce, duetting Britt Barbie's foolishness. And she sounds really good in the video, but she's wasting her talent and her time on some foolishness. Imagine if she took them vocals and that time to duet somebody who's actually talented and is trying to get their name out there. And it may not mean a lot to her, but it would mean a lot to the young black artist that's trying to get their name and their music out there. So imagine if she duetted one of their her videos, and that had ended up on a Shade Room. That could have gone viral and got them the exposure that they needed. And you know what? She probably was just, making a video, just fooling around, trying to be funny, but it doesn't make me any less annoyed. And I commend Young Miami, because when they had asked her to do like a verse on the period challenge, she was like, no, absolutely not. I don't find that funny. And honestly, I'm offended by it. So I commend people like Young Miami who chose to not draw even more attention to that foolishness. But anyway, moving on. So let me give y'all an update on the Tiffany Haddish and Ari Spears lawsuit. So as y'all probably already know, Tiffany Haddish and Ari Spears, they were accused of molesting two siblings who were minors at the time. And the people in the lawsuit identified themselves as Jane and John Doe. Jane Doe was 14 at the time, and John Doe, he was 7 at the time. They alleged that they were groomed and molested during the making of these comedy videos by Haddish and Spears in 2013 and 2014. And their mother said that Tiffany Haddish, she was a longtime family friend of theirs, that the kids even called her Auntie Tiff. Well, they said Tiffany Haddish, she had chose their kids to do a comedy skit, and it was called Through the Eyes of a Pedophile. And during filming, Haddish had forced the kids to do some sexually explicit things, like she told the 14-year-old to pretend to eat this sandwich as if she was performing fellatio. But one of the videos that posted online that everybody saw and was talking about was the one with the 7-year-old. And honestly, y'all, the video is seriously disturbing. It was posted to this website called Funny or Die, but it was removed back in 2018. It just recently had emerged on Twitter after the lawsuit went public. Tiffany Haddish, she came out with a statement saying, I know it looks bad, but I promise you there's more to the story. And Ari Spears, he came out saying that this is just a shakedown and nothing more, and the allegations are false. But after that video had went viral, people wasn't trying to hear a word that they were saying. So it just recently came out that the mother of the siblings has dismissed the lawsuit, and Jane Doe spoke out in a statement and said, my family and I have known Tiffany for years, and we now know that she would never harm me or my brother or help anyone else do anything that could harm us. We wish Tiffany the best, and we are glad that we can all put this behind us. So that is what Jane Doe had to say on the situation. Honestly, y'all, I definitely believe that this whole thing was a shakedown, because the fact that they were able to just dismiss the case so quickly is giving very much hush money, the settlement came through, the check had cleared vibes. Because if y'all don't know, they've been trying to get Tiffany Haddish attention for years. They've been trying to sue her and Ari Spears. They just couldn't find a lawyer to take the case. They were really adamant about holding them accountable. Then when they finally get the public's attention on the situation, in less than a month, the whole thing is just dismissed. And not only is it dismissed, but they're basically back to just being buddy-buddy. Because y'all, this wasn't a she spilled coffee on me type of allegation. This was a she molested me, she sexually assaulted me allegation. A she forced me to do things I didn't want to do allegation. So how do you go from that to I know that she would never harm me or anybody else? And she says that they're just going to put this behind them, but Tiffany Haddish, she can't put this behind her. She said that she lost everything over that child molestation lawsuit. So how exactly can y'all get past that and just become friends again? And another reason why I say that this is just a shakedown is because it was reported that the mother of the kids had attended Tiffany Haddish's birthday bash in 2020, which was just 2 years ago. So what had happened between then and now? So I think that this was all just one big money grab. But as for Tiffany Haddish, actions have consequences. I'm sure that she'll bounce back, but it is going to be a little difficult. That's going to take some time. And as for Ari Spears, I have never heard of him before his Lizzo comments and before this lawsuit had went public. So now that it's dismissed, I'm probably going to go back to not hearing about him. But anyway, I wanted to talk to y'all about this whole August Alsina and Tory Lanez situation. So on Sunday, August Alsina, he just randomly randomly spoke out on Instagram that he got into this altercation with Tory Lanez. So he posted, as I'm exiting the building after the show last night, a 4'11" sized leprechaun ran down on me with 8 oversized security blank, whom I greeted each individually upon their walk up as they tried to press me. Whole time I'm one deep, no security. Tory continues to ask with a broken ego why I didn't dap him up. I go on to tell him I was a fan of him and didn't understand him speaking on my business publicly in the past because I don't know him or ever met him until last night. So when he spoke, it caught me off guard because of his past actions. I assumed he didn't like me, that's all. Not to mention with my history of health and condition, just recently overcoming being paralyzed, my doctor directed me not to compromise my health while out on the road and shake less hands as possible due to corona and monkeypox. Never any disrespectful words were exchanged, so I was a bit confused as to how he turned himself up with anger after hitting a blunt laced with cocaine. Obviously, I heard the fizzle, and he snuck me when I turned my head to move to the side amongst all his anti-moving and to keep an eye on the endless blank that was with him surrounding me, which was security and some blank with a gun tucked, whom he then proceeded to run behind and hide to run back in the building. There was never a fight, simply an assault. Dude has no real friends and is on a crash out mission. With that being said, I was going to keep it G and not come to the net, but you moving with the foul intent feeding falsities to blogs that look for a moment, cause them moments ain't happening on stage for you. I will assist you with that gracefully. His people got the whole thing on camera. Put the footage out. I like to see it. Anyway, let me go clean this blood off my face with some Alsina wellness. Whew. So that is what Alsina had to say about the situation. So Tory Lanez, he had denied the allegations. He said, I don't know what everybody talking about, but I've been in the studio. I'm not in anything negative. I've been working on myself and being a better person. So a fan on Twitter said Tory lied and said he been in the studio, so he doesn't know what everybody's talking about. Like, you don't remember performing yesterday, or was the crowd that dead when you went on and you forgot? And Alsina replied with, and y'all wouldn't ever know about the situation if he didn't try to go leak the story. Me and his people were the only people out there when this happened, but for the sake of the storytelling, we're gonna always stand on the truth. So Tory Lanez, he was on his shaggy it wasn't me type shit, because he denied it again when he was on a call with DJ Academics. So y'all check this out.
Yo, Tory.
Yo, you're not on, are you on live?
I am on, I'm on live. I gotta tell you this a million times. Tory.
What's up?
All right, hold on. I'm gonna just ask you this is a media question because I'm on live. Tory, I'm on live. Bro.
Don't ask me nothing crazy.
Okay. What happened with August, bro? Everything good?
Brother, wrong. Nah, nothing happened. I don't even know what this kid is talking about, brother.
Okay, so you're not involved?
No, hell no. I don't know if he's doing a promo. I don't know what that talking about, brother.
Yo, when I read it, I'm like, yo, Tory not even violent like that, bro. Like, yo,
I can't even, act.
All right.
I love you to death, Mike.
Tory, that's my new number. Save. I love you, bro. You good? Everything good?
I love you.
So August, he shared more pictures of his injuries, and then there was this video that went viral on Twitter of Alsina just straight up ignoring Tory Lanez. So y'all check this out, because this is pretty funny to me. So this definitely checks out with what Alsina was saying in the post, which was that he was still in his feelings about something Tory had said, and he just decided to not mess with him. But he can miss me with that whole, I'm worried about my health and I ain't dap him up because of COVID and monkeypox. Like, sir, come on now. You didn't even have a mask on, so how concerned can you be? But on Monday, the Los Angeles DA office, they had decided to open up an investigation into the allegation. They said, "We are aware of the allegations that the defendant attacked artist August Alsina and are investigating these claims," said the district attorney office in the comment provided to Complex. "The allegations are serious and will be thoroughly examined." So the person who created the concert, he has spoke up about the situation. His name is Rip Michaels, and he said that Tory just flat out assaulted August Alsina, and now it was kicked off the tour.
Part of anything that we're doing.
So Tory's not going to be on the tour moving forward?
At this moment, no. At this moment, we'd have to proceed without him because we want to make sure that every person in that audience has a great time and a great feeling. And that synergy of each artist enjoying themselves and having a great time is what it's all about. There was no fight. Let's just be super clear. There was no fight. I don't know why people say it was a fight. That was not a fight. He was sucker punched by Tory Lanez. So that's pretty much what, I was there. It was when he was exiting the building. So it was just straight, like more of an assault type thing than anything. So at this point, if anyone's not a part of that vibe.
So on top of the promoter basically validating August Alsina's story, there was audio that had leaked from the incident. Y'all check this out.
What up? What's up? I hate when niggas don't keep the same energy with me. What energy? Why did you speak on my business online? Hold on, fix it. And what is this?
So this just proves that Tory Lanez, he is a pathological liar at this point. If Tory Lanez is going to do one thing, he is going to deny, no matter what evidence is stacking against him. I mean, this dude is really the definition of chaos because that's what ensues everywhere he goes. And this is not a good look for him considering he's already fighting the case with that whole Meg Thee Stallion shooting situation. So now he got to worry about fighting this case. I just know his lawyer is sick of him. And yes, August Alsina, he can be a bit of a diva sometimes, but there's no reason to go punching somebody just because they didn't dap you up. So it'll be interesting to see how he's going to fight this case along with the Meg Thee Stallion case. So y'all, let's talk about Chaka Zulu getting arrested for murder. If y'all don't know who Chaka Zulu is Ludacris' manager, and he's now facing a murder charge for a shooting that happened back in June outside of his restaurant. So according to the Atlanta police, they said Zulu had shot and killed a 23-year-old by the name of Artez Benton, and it happened outside of his restaurant that he owns. And Chaka Zulu, he was also shot, but he obviously survived. So according to his lawyers, it was self-defense. They said that he was attacked by a group of men, including the 23-year-old Artez Benton. They got mad because they couldn't get into VIP parking and a table inside his restaurant, and it just escalated from there. His lawyer said that Chaka Zulu, he tried to de-escalate the situation and just prevent one of the men from pulling out a gun, but he was attacked from behind. In the arrest warrant, they said that it says that he choked one man and then slammed him into a car window, but it also reveals that he was shot in the chest and that the bullet had grazed a second man's leg. And in the middle of the chaos, a woman, she had rushed to help Chaka Zulu because he was punched in the face, and he managed to stand up and pull out a gun and start shooting. So this whole situation is mad crazy because it all stemmed from something so simple, an issue that really could have easily have been resolved. I'm sure there is more than one side to this story, but at the end of the day, y'all, no VIP area is worth shooting over. The person that was killed, he was only 23 years old, and to lose your life behind VIP parking and a table is just really sad to me. I really don't understand how a level 2 situation can escalate to 10. And now Chaka Zulu, he's facing some serious prison time. And a lot of people are surprised that he's caught up in this situation because they said that he's a really good man. And I can honestly say it's sad for him too, because imagine that you just trying to de-escalate a situation outside of your restaurant only for you to get shot and have to defend yourself. So I want y'all to check out this video footage of what had happened that night. Okay, so y'all had just saw that video, and honestly, y'all, I don't think that he should be charged for murder. See, Georgia has what's called a stand your ground law, and a stand your ground law is when citizens can use deadly force to defend themselves or other people or their property if they believe such force is necessary to prevent death, bodily injury, or a felony. And in Georgia, they need to produce some sort of evidence that they were in danger to justify why they had killed that person. And I think that Chaka Zulu, he has a pretty good case because he was shot first. The only difference was he survived. So I'm going to continue to follow this case because I'm interested in how it's going to turn out. So that's all I have for part 1 of Weekly BS, but stay tuned for part 2.